Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to see about an essay by James Baldwin, Stranger in the Village. It is actually a compelling exploration of identity, race and the sense of belonging. So let's move up into the author introduction. James Baldwin was a prominent African American writer and civil rights advocate known for his powerful essays, novels, and plays addressing themes of race, sexuality, and class. His works, including Go Tell It on the Mountain and Notes of a Native Son, explored personal and societal struggles influencing the civil rights and gay liberation movements. Baldwin's characters often confront internal and external challenges on their journey towards acceptance. His legacy endures in works like I'm Not Your Negro, a documentary based on his unfinished manuscript, and the 2018 film adaptation of If Beale Street Could Talk. So, when it comes to Notes of a Native Son, it is a collection of 10 essays by Baldwin that explores issues of race in both America and Europe. This was Baldwin's first non-fictional book, compiling essays originally published in Harper's Magazine, Partisan Review, and The New Leader. Widely regarded as a classic in autobiographical writing, Notes of a Native Son has earned acclaim for its powerful insights on racial and personal identity. It was ranked number 19 on the Modern Library's list of the 100 best 20th century non-fiction books. So, Stranger in a Village is an essay by Baldwin, and obviously it was published in Harper's Magazine in the year 1953. This essay reflects on Baldwin's time in a particular village, a Swiss village called Leukerbad, where he sought rest in 1951 following a near breakdown. In this remote setting, Baldwin confronts his status as both an outsider in the village and more broadly as a stranger in America due to his experiences as an African American. So the essay explores themes of race, identity and belonging across cultural divides. And in this particular essay, James Baldwin reflects on his experiences in Leukerbad, where he was actually the first black person many villages had ever seen. They haven't seen a Negro, they say, very properly, very much near. So Baldwin arrives in Leukerbad and he becomes the first black person the villages have ever encountered. His presence stirs immediate curiosity, marking him as an outsider. So, set against this backdrop of this remote setting, the essay explores themes of isolation, cultural alienation, and racial prejudice, illustrating Baldwin's sense of strangerhood not only in Switzerland but also in America as an African American. So, Baldwin's arrival in Leukerbad is marked by isolation and intense curiosity from the villagers. Children call him Nigger as he passes, right? And many locals examine his features, his hair, his skin tone. Sometimes even they touch his skin and hair out of naive curiosity. Although Baldwin senses their actions aren't meant to insult, he still feels objectified and dehumanized. The villagers' fascination underscores Baldwin's perceived stranger status as they treat him as a novelty rather than as a person. So Baldwin observes how the villagers, through practices like buying Africans during the Lent festival, convert them, display deep ignorance about racial issues and colonial history. Baldwin learns that the village raises money during Lent so that they can buy Africans and convert them to Christianity. He listens very carefully as a local woman. Very proudly she tells him how the village purchased several Africans the previous year. Baldwin reflects on how this custom reflects the village's ignorance of colonial history and its impact on black identity. He compares them to children who lack awareness of the world beyond their traditions and privileges, unable to willing to acknowledge the injustices caused by imperialism. So this ignorance allows the villagers to cling on to an illusion of innocence while remaining indifferent to the shame and alienation Baldwin experiences. So, in reflecting on his experience, Baldwin notes that while black Americans were taken from Africa and forced to forge a new identity in America, white Americans carry with them European legacies, including white supremacy. He argues that racism in America is not an anomaly but an extension of European colonial attitudes. This complicates the narratives of America as a land of equality, revealing instead a foundation deeply intertwined with European imperial values. So, Baldwin argues that America's legacy of white supremacy forces white Americans to confront their relationship with black Americans in ways Europeans can largely ignore. He asserts that black Americans are integral to Western culture with a perspective and history that white Americans cannot truly understand. This creates a unique dynamic in the United States where black and white Americans are bound together by a shared but conflicted cultural inheritance. So, when it comes to the future of race relations, so Baldwin suggests that in the near future, the white Americans decide to erase black identity and return to a mythical innocence that is both harmful and unattainable. He stresses that black Americans, shaped by both oppression and resilience, represent a transformative force that challenges white Americans' notion of purity and superiority. Baldwin concludes on a hopeful note, suggesting that although white supremacy continues to resist change, the future will never be white again, signaling an inevitable shift in race relations. So, now we have come to the concluding part of the presentation. Hope the presentation might be of some use to you. So, thank you for watching, and this is Wahida signing off.